Thursday, December 14th. Today we start our predictions for 2018. Going to have a whole definition of what those predictions mean, which are basically mean nothing because who can ever call the future? But we're going to be starting today. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of them between now and the end of the year. I'm going to break them out. I'm going to keep them both in the Mark Friedman video group, the general group. I'm also going to break out a predictions for 2018, so you can turn around and really whack me now or later, and I'm always open if you want some predictions on some other things I haven't hit. The first one we're going to hit today is U.S.-Russian relations. In a couple words, they get worse. I really believe that Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump have a good relationship, and whatever that relationship can be, whatever the definition of good is. They get along, they kind of respect one another, and think that's not bad for relations between the two countries. The problem you've got is not just Russia's need to push out and to try to get more influence into Europe, but their real focus on the Middle East. And what's happening there, of course, we're going to get to U.S. and Middle East in another one, but what's happening there is that they've established their naval bases on Syria. They are backing Iran big time. The United States, as we know, are not backing Iran. We're backing the Gulf states, the Sunnis. Iran is the Shiites. And what's happening is between Lebanon and Syria, Iran's trying to build a supply route to be able to feed Hezbollah, which is their puppets over in Lebanon, Shiites who want to fight with Israel. The United States, under Donald Trump, wants to back the Sunnis and wants to stop that. We have troops in Syria, and so does Russia. And we're going to try to stop the Iranians. And if we try to stop the Iranians are Russia's number one client state. Don't say Syria. They just basically own Syria. That's not a client. But Iran is their number one client state in the Middle East. So this is going to lead to some major conflicts as we go forward. It just has to, because Donald Trump is strong against Iran for good reason. And Vladimir Putin loves Iran for, in his eyes, good reason. So all we can see is more conflict. Let's look at another issue. We have the nuclear arms treaties that we've entered into with Russia, and it appears that Russia's been building missiles that violate one of those treaties. So we're now going to build those missiles because we have to meet them head on. In fact, not only meet them head on, we have to go beyond them. The way Ronald Reagan just geared up to take on the Russians when they were the Soviet Union, and we just ground them into the ground because we could build and build and build. And we're going to be getting into the military in another one of our 2018 predictions. But seeing this, it doesn't really matter how friendly these two leaders are. I mean, also, of course, the Russia investigation. That isn't ending. That's going to really pick up steam in 2018, whether it's against Donald Trump Jr., Kushner, or any of the others. Who knows? But it's not going to stop. It's just going to keep on going because these emails are going to lead to more emails. These people just didn't think when they were writing their emails. So as all this goes on, even though the personal bond between the two leaders, I think, will kind of stay together because Putin understands the heat on Trump. Trump's problem is going to be is he's got to win in 2018. There's no love lost for Russia and America throughout the United States. And of course, the Democrats and with a chunk of the Republicans. So this is only going to lead to a problem. So what do I see? I see heightened tensions between Russia and the United States as the year goes on. And maybe we'll be meeting at loggerheads as we're trying to set up peace conferences, which I believe we'll be trying to do with Russia, with Iran, to try to slow things down in the Middle East and not lead to war between Iran and then Israel and the Gulf states. So I don't see it being good. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, of course, with the missiles and our other weapons that we're going to be building, that we're trying to maintain our edge in the world. We really don't have much of an edge now. We've got to build that edge up. Russia's one of the countries we have to build that edge against. And Donald Trump believes in building the military. We're going to miss John McCain if he doesn't make it. It doesn't sound good. We're going to miss John McCain's leadership in the military as this next year goes on. If that happens, hopefully it doesn't, and he's there to help us. But that's where I see it. Russian-U.S. relationship gets more hostile, heat, heightened tensions, heightened anxiety. That's where we go with it. We're going to be giving you a lot more. We're open for thoughts and ideas. Please subscribe, share, comment, whatever. Please share us with your friends. Peace.